Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Maniacal S10 Shopping Garage. Yeah, you guessed it, I'm Mike. Okay, thanks to all my subscribers, followers. My views are going up, I'm gaining subscribers, and thank you all so very much, it's heartfelt. And thanks for the questions you asked me and I can help you with. Okay, if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope this video gets you to subscribe and subscribing a bell, and you'll be notified of all upcoming videos. Alright, today we're going to get my s10 aveo going. Not the way I want to, but it's going to have to work and do. It's going to be basically a band-aid, but the process is going to be a bit long, and I'm going for a push-button start. A lot of cars nowadays is push-button start. Back in the day, in race cars, my racing days, push-button start, flip a switch, push the button, and fire that bad boy up. Well, I've had her running yesterday for a brief bit. Spotted a small antifreeze leak, no biggie. I'm not going to video that. I got to babysit after I get it going and watch out for a while to see what happens, how it does. I do not recommend this yet. I'm going to do this in a video, and I'm going to test it out for a while, test and tune and through town. I will get back with you and let you know how this works because of the PCM, ECU, BCM body control module, and see how this works. If anything goose up, it'll be on me and not on you. And then I'll let you know your pros and cons, your do's, your don'ts, until I get it fixed the right way. Now, I have been told, but not by technicians, that when you put it on, or your vehicle on a diagnostics, on the average it's $1.35 to hook it up and $1.35 for the technician to do their thing. Sensors, PCM, in that direction to find out the source, but apparently, what I have not found out yet, it don't track dead shorts. I don't know on that for sure, but that's what I'm looking into. But I believe now my problem with the car is from the relay and the fuse box under the hood to the solenoid. I've got power everywhere else. So I'm going to run the power from the battery cable on the solenoid and from the relay stud and wire to inside the car for a push button. So give me just a second and I'll show you something. Okay, this is the OEM starter off my car. The Aveo we're working on this morning, getting it going. This is the hot stud going to the battery. This stud goes to the relay, which is under the hood to the fuse to the relay. I believe I've got a short in it now. And when I turned the key off, when I started this process, it got me totally off guard. Totally blindsided. So that's the reason why it's taken so long to find point A to start at to get to point B to fix it. Now, back in the day, and still yet, you can use a remote starter button, like bump the starter over to time the motor. And I've done this on a prior video, or previous video. This stud, for the most part, to that stud, and connect them, and it'll turn over, start. If it don't, well, you got a problem elsewhere, or your solenoid's dead. And there could be other reasons why. We're just not getting, well, it could be a dead spot in the starter down in here, the armature of the fields. It could be the solenoid's gone bad, because back in the day, you could rebuild these things. Yeah, I will do a video on that when I get a starter to show you. It's an the old school starters. These here, I don't think that they are rebuildable. They're disposable. So what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you the paperwork here on the parts I've bought. As soon as she focuses. Well, come on. Thank you. Okay, I'll do it this way. Well, there we go. I'm trying. Hope you got that. Now down here. This is O'Reilly's. Okay, enough of that. Rubber grommet. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not. There's the button. Basically, it's this right here. I may use different hardware to mount it. And as far as I know, these two Phillips screws are where I hook the power to it. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it in the car just yet. We're all going to see where I'm going to put this at. And I'm trying to make it as simple as I possibly can. I'm not planning on leaving this set up this way. I do plan on fixing it the correct way. It's just going to take time. I need to get my car on the road for my spare or my main transportation so I can park one, do some PMing on that, and that way I have peace of mind that I have two vehicles on the road and not one. So give me a second. Sorry about that. Next is what I call extension cord or lamp wire. This is what I'm going to use for the jumper wire. And just go to your hardware store, or if you have these, great. Get them connected, and they're good to go on one end. Well, that's going to the solenoid, of course, like so. I'm not using this starter. You don't have to take the starter off for this unless you really want to. And this is going to the button start. Like I said, I'm not planning on leaving this button permanently to work it. It could be another anti-theft deterrent or anti-theft, but I want it back to the key. Eventually, I'll get that. I will keep you updated. And you'll need a 3/8 drill or however you're going to plan on making the hole for the hardware and firewall or floor pan or somewhere. I've got to figure that out yet. So, or I should say, we've got to figure it out yet. So run it the way you need to for your vehicle, or if you have an aveo, this may be the way that you want to do it. This way I'm going to do it. Because wiring, well, fabricating this, you can run it hopefully the way I or you want to, and the other wiring of a car, you got to go the way it's supposed to go. This one you can route it where, for the most part, that you want. Hopefully. We're going to find out. So, out to the car we go. Okay, out to the car we go. I've still got to figure out drill size bit and what I'm going to need to do yet. Maybe a step bit, reamer, whatever you want to call it. We'll get into that here just a little bit. We'll get ready to go in the car and see what's going on and get this started. So, give me a second. Some more hardware. I'm going to use it. Doesn't mean you need to or have to, but I'm going to keep the nuts from digging into the eyelets. We're 9 minutes into this. What time it takes is what it takes. Yeah, traffic noise, so please bear with me. The length of this may vary. I may have to make a longer piece, don't know just yet, but here's what we're up against. Yeah, just trying to get the camera, well, video around to where you can see what you're going to be up against at this. Yeah, this is going to take a bit, so bear with me and let me get the light on. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, hang on, so that gives you a better shot. There we go. They're on. This part's done. Yay. Now I just got to get it in the firewall or somewhere through here to run it in the car. I haven't figured that out yet, so bear with me. Let's see where it's a good idea place to put that button. In we go. And that's more comfortable in the car than under it. There goes my hand wanting to be a star again. Well, let me get this turned around. Yeah, we don't want it there. Don't really want it there. Right now. Maybe onto the, that's the bottom part of it. That proposed part of the collar to the column, that's not going to work. That's what I was really hoping for. Doggone it. Okay, give me a second, minute or two. Okay, I'm back. And we're 11 minutes into this. I'm not getting any closer. I saw a few spots under the column here with the collar on, and so I don't bump it with anything. So that might be where it goes, so I'm still looking. I think I found a spot for it. Want to get everything bolted up and wired up to it right here. Right there. Because anywhere I go with it, and a lot of the modern cars and the imports have it right at the dash, here, there, or wherever. And it can't be any worse here. Whoops. That'd be like the key on a right-hand drive car. Key there. Over here for us, there's the key. You can easily bump that. So that's where I'm going to put it. You can put it where you would like, of course. I'd be methodical and strategize about it and critique it and see what you got. So here's where I'm going to put it. Okay, as you can see, we're back in the shop. Got to figure out now what size bit to use to get this set up, and for the hardware, and a white marker to mark that, and roughly, get that marker back out, bright mark, or whatever you have to use. Give me the idea here. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got for the hardware. We're going to try a 5/64 to see how this works, but I'm not going to drill the plastic just yet. This is a one-time shot deal here on this. You got to be right on it. Well, heck. You don't need much of the bit sticking out. Okay, now for the test piece. Not plastic, just a piece of wood. This is all the easy part till I get out of the car and have to drill a hole. Ugh. Now let's see what we got here. Looks like it's going to work. Whoops. Okay, and that's the hole I'm using. Yep. Okay. Back into the bench that goes. Let's get the plastic piece up and see what we got. You can't pre-dent this. Not like take a center punch to it. I'm not going to keep a piece of metal to do it because I don't want to mess the plastic up. And then eventually when I fixed the actual problem, a little bit of glue or something, plug up the hole, gray marker, and I've got it. Okay. Need a little bit bigger drill bit for the hole for the wire. The bit for the hardware is a 5/64. Now for the wire, which really doesn't, it's a 1/4 inch. These holes can be sealed back up. The reason I'm putting them where they're at and making them as small as possible. Okay, and of course, watch out for the fingers on the backside. And give me just a second. Them 3 holes are perfect. Take a look at this. Perfect fit, 1/4 inch. And here's the type of wire. I did not pay this, and I did not get it at Radio Shack. I don't even think Radio Shack even exists anymore. This is what I'm using. Okay. Okay, it's better off overall to use one piece of wire or cable versus splicing it. But since I've already got the other piece cut, I'm going to try that for the length. Hope it works. If not, I will splice it. It doesn't hurt anything, but the less splices, the better off I feel that you have. But I didn't want to waste the other piece of wire. If I need it longer and shorter for another project, I've got it. And it's not for any heavy duty usage. It's for current, but it will work. Okay, now then. So my tools don't start getting cluttered up again, which I have a bad habit doing. You can probably tell the way my shop looks. But the old saying goes, as the old saying goes, no mess, no work getting done. But that may all depend on what you're doing. Okay, now then. One-time deal, I hope, on putting the hardware into this. We're going back out and hope we get ready to hook this all up. So let's gather up our stuff and head out to the car. Okay, here we go. I might as well say 19 minutes into this. Of course, as I've been saying in other videos, you see the process this way and go right to it and probably cut your time in half. So here we are, and turn us around. We're just moments and steps away from getting her going, and I'll babysit this, like I said, see how this does. So now I gotta get the hole through the car, under the dash, to get the wire run. That's gonna be the trick of the trade. Well, I'm getting there. Excuse me. I'm routing it and thinking to come up into here. If I get a drill up in there to that, I can't get it from inside, so I have to go underneath, and it is limited. You'll see here shortly. I really don't want to dig. Excuse me. I don't want to dig into this. I hope not. I don't want to take this console out. I really don't. So giving you a look over on this, and I'll go back out of the car with this and show you where I'm at and see what all's going on. Because so far as I can see, because from underneath, oops, hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Okay. This is going to be the longest part of the process right here. Yep. I was wanting to go through the shifting rod hole, but I still might be able to do that. I've just come up with an idea. I'm going to look into it. I might consider poking a hole in the boot out there and just run this wire through there. So let's see what we got. Okay, we're 20 minutes into this. Might as well say 21. Well, I've got that part run. That's the easy part so far. And let me get positioned here where you can see it. And if I get my hand up in there. Yeah, easier said than done. Another position. That right there is the shifting boot. I don't think the hole in that's going to work out. Because that's going to be back and forth, back and forth. I don't need this to be pulled, tugged, or pushed on. There goes that idea. Okay. Plan B. Almost 22 minutes into this. Still figuring out the strategy, but I got 50% of the way figured out now. So, let's go back up. Okay. The best I can figure right now, and I'm going to try to drill this from up here or inside the car. It's going to come out right here. Transmission tunnel. Which is a plus, because right here is where the button's going. So, turn it this way. Sorry about that. That's looking just about right. So, if I goof this up, you know not to do it to your car unless you want to. Okay. 1/4 inch bit again. Instead of a step bit, a reamer. And if this doesn't pan out, well, I've got a hole in my card I don't want. So, keep our fingers crossed. Now, guess what I found out? Take this screw here out. You got some flexibility here. And as you can see, maybe it gives the console a little bit more move, or room to move, flexibility. And this piece here, I can hopefully get down into where this covers that up, or the hole, and then come through this. Hope that's going to be doable. Let's give it a try. This will make it look a lot better cosmetically. A little bit of change of strategy here. I can use this, well, dirt line for now, for a chalk line or guide line, bring it up to here, the bit, because my drill won't fit up into here because of clearance. Darn my luck. So, I'm going to see what I can do here and see what we can do. Well, back under the car, I decided not to do it from inside. I want to get more straight shot at drilling, so I'm going from underneath the car, obviously. And if you can see this, just to the side of the exhaust right in here. Yep. So, give me a minute or two. If it'll focus, I barely scratched the undercoating to the steel of the floor pan. I'm going to get my goggles and finish this up. So you see I got the hole drilled. I've got to go get something to slide through that, and we'll look inside and see what we've got. So, hold on. Now let's go see what the screwdriver tells us. There you see the screwdriver through. That couldn't have come out in a better place. This will work. Hot diggity dog. Okay, I'll get the wire running through and let's get this button hooked up and see what she's going to do. As you can see, the wire's through. Oh yeah. Maybe a little short, but yeah, I need to lengthen it, or maybe rerun it underneath. I don't know just yet. Now let's take a look. Yep, here I am. We're 25 minutes into this. I'm about a foot short. Let me, hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say 8 inches to 12 inches short. Not bad, actually, not bad. So let's get this lengthened and see what happens.